everyone. It's Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to This Is It with Sheldon Bartlett Rumor. We broadcast live each and every day. That's Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time here from the Nichols Building in Manayunk, Pennsylvania, right outside of Center City and right next door to Ballard Kinwood. We are your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. Each and every day, I get to do this, which is my dream, which allows for you and everybody else to be on the show and scream their dream. We're so super excited about today's guest. I cannot wait to have you meet her. This is actually the first time that I have met her. I've heard nothing but amazing things about her, and I think she's now in my tribe, so it's amazing. It's going to be wonderful. So that's what this is about. It's about increasing the amount of people within your network. It's about sharing amazing stories. It's about screaming your dream. And each show starts the same exact way. We want to celebrate something, right, Taquan? Yes, it is rainy outside, but we are celebrating each and every day. And today is National Pie Day. Do you like pie? Who likes pie? I like apple pie. I don't like pies with like stuff in it. I like apple pies, but not with like raisins. Do you guys know what I mean? When they jam it up and they put raisins in it, and I'm like, oh, I would love a piece. And then it's like, there's some raisins. I'm not a big fan. But if you are out there and you love pie, feel free to grab yourself one if you want to make one. I'm not much of a baker, so that's not going to happen. But if you are a baker, feel free to do so and celebrate with all of us here. So it's National Pie Day. All national days can be found online. Thank you to the World Wide Web for giving us a reason to celebrate each and every day. Every time I'm able to search, I'm like, what is today? What can I celebrate today? And my job is to help bring a celebration to you. So it's National Pie Day. There's always a reason to smile. There's always a reason for you to say, happy something, fill in the blank. And today is National Pie Day, so enjoy. In addition to celebrating a national day and drinking my large vat of coffee, thank you, Kayla. I'm doing a little shout out. There's a lot going on behind the scenes here, so if you hear me do shout outs to this amazing crew and team that I have, believe me, none of this would happen without them, whether it be a cup of coffee, fixing my hair, or making sure that the flowers are in place. I could not do this without my team. So definitely wait until the end, check out the credits. All of them are listed within there, and if you need anything and additional help with any of your projects, give us a call, because they are amazing. So in addition to the National Day, what we do every morning, I like to provide you with what I call my morning message. I need every single day, right, to start my day off with something that motivates me. It is one of the things, and I told you guys yesterday and through our tests as well, my mother used to lay out quotes throughout our house, like in an insane way. Like there'd be a bathroom, in our bathroom there'd be quotes listed on the walls, like you'd go into the kitchen, it'd be in the bottom of literally a bottom of a plate. My mother would be like, you need a little bit of inspiration. Everybody needs to be a little focused throughout the day. And I know you're going through something, and these could be the smallest things, like student council, or, I have a track meet that day, and it was always met with a quote or some sense of inspiration. So now that I'm an adult and a big girl, I decided to incorporate that into what I do as well. So the morning message is simply for that. It's to be able to get you focused, get you a little bit of motivation to start your day off. And so simply said, our morning message, Taquan, we have a little slide, right? It's very short and sweet. Just keep going. Keep going. And I know that that sounds too simple to be true, but oftentimes we are moving so fast, and what we want to do is just stop. We want to be able to give up everything and be like, this is not for me. I can't tell you the amount of times in this journey that has led me to sit here and share these stories with you where I was like, am I moving in the right direction? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the proper opportunity for me? And as long as I kept going, things began to work themselves out. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to find yourself in the valley, but if you keep going, you will find the hill. I promise you that. But if you stand still, there is no motion. There's no ways for it to be able to happen. No way for you to find the positive in that negative place in which you are currently residing. I am encouraging you to keep going. Take one foot and put it in front of the other each and every day. And one of the other quotes that I love, which I'm kind of spoiling it for maybe a future morning message, is you can't have flowers without the rain, right? So in some cases, it's going to be hard. In most cases, let's be honest, the majority of your journeys will have more valleys than hills. But if you keep going, again, one foot in front of the other, take it one step at a time. I was talking to my students the other day, and they were talking about the amount of things that they wanted to accomplish, and we actually talked to Maria Cuccinello-Falzo about that yesterday where we were talking about how much do you want to accomplish, how much can you get done. And this one student simply said to me, Sheldon, I want to do all of these things. How do I do all of these things? And I said simply back to her, you can do all of those things, but maybe not just at the same time. But as long as you keep going, as long as you set your goals and keep moving forward towards those goals, you're going to be just fine. So my advice to you today is for you to keep going. Take one step after the other in order for you to reach your goals. There are going to be plenty of people who are going to tell you that what you're looking to do is simply not attainable. The goals that you have set forth in your mind, you wake up, you go to bed thinking about what it is your goals and objectives are, people are going to say, you are crazy. The amount of people that I told that I was going to do a daily show, why daily? Do it once a week, we'll do it once a month. Why do you need a studio? Why do you need to do all of that noise? Avoid all of that noise and just keep going. Ignoring them doesn't necessarily even mean that they are wrong and you are right. They might be right, but you need to be focused on your mission. You need to be focused on moving forward towards your goals and objectives. Taking in advice is an amazing thing, absolutely. The more people within your tribe, the better. But also make sure that you're clear that your mission is to move forward with what you desire. Keep going, one step at a time, one day at a time, one post at a time, one message at a time, one job at a time. Just keep going. That is my ask of you. I want to make sure that all of you, if you have a goal, if you have a dream in mind, not only are you screaming that dream, but you're focused on it to a point where you can go after it each and every day with the commitment that you know that one day those dreams will come true. And I promise you that we will be here. We'll be here to be able to catch all of that positivity that we need to throw right back at you. Oftentimes it's difficult, right? Sometimes you can't. You can't see the forest through the trees. I'm the queen of analogies, but you can't see all of those things because you're so deep in what it is that you're doing. But if you just keep moving forward, whatever goal and objective that you have out there, you will get closer to it by moving forward. You will not get closer to that goal or objective by standing still. Another analogy I love to use is the treadmill, right? You get on the treadmill, you work up a sweat, but you haven't moved an inch. You haven't gone anywhere. You're just sweating, right? But you haven't really gone anywhere. I want you to move forward. I want you to find your goal and objective, put your eyes and your sights on it, and then go for it. And this show affords you the ability to have a little bit of inspiration each and every day. Today, our morning message is keep going. Tomorrow, it will be something else. We're dedicated to being here for you Monday through Friday, each day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, to provide you with a little bit of inspiration and something to celebrate. We have an amazing guest coming up. Yes, I love it. And we were talking about, before we kind of started, we were talking about, what do you coined? Because believe me, I have a number of things that I'm coined. For sure. Personal branding, marketing, motivation, all of those things. And it doesn't really matter what you choose to call yourself. It's what you do within that title that really matters, right? But I'm so fortunate to be going to be sitting next to a visionary, a mentor, right? That can really begin to give you some insight. Working with large groups of people, working with women. I'm so excited. My new friend, Michelle, will be sitting next to me very, very shortly. We're going to take a commercial break, right, Saquon? Commercial break. Is everybody feeling motivated? Yes, they're nodding. They're drinking their coffee and they're nodding. Very good, Kayla, very good. Being able to figure it out. So we're super excited about today's show. We're happy that you joined us each and every day, Monday through Friday, here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We broadcast live from the Nichols Building in Manayunk, Pennsylvania, right next door to Center City, right on the other side of Ballard-Kinwood. We provide you with your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We will be right back with more This Is It TV.
Introducing Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
Welcome back to This Is It with Sheldon Barlett Rumor. You know, my goal is to motivate and only bring you positive people. We are surrounded by negative stories, right? You are searching your feeds now and you are avoiding all of the negative stories. That is not what you will find here. You will find positivity and motivation, and we are building our network by meeting new friends. And Michelle, you are my new friend.
Oh, thank you.
You are my new friend. I'm so excited to meet with
too.
you. Now, I hear you doing so many amazing things, and our husbands used to work together,
Yes.
right? And that's, again, the importance of the network and the people that surround you. And I was like, this is a woman I have to meet. This is someone that I have to have on This Is It TV and then also in my life. So this is wonderful.
I'm so thrilled to meet you in person, and it's a pleasure to be here. I love your message and what you do.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me what you are up to. So it's twofold underneath one umbrella, right?
Yes. So I own a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
It's a mentoring and scholarship program for tween and teen girls.
Oh, wow.
Ages 8 to 13 or 12, and they're mentored by the 13 to 18-year-old girls.
Wow.
Based on their like interests, their commonalities, their backgrounds, things that they've been through.
Right.
And then I coach them on emotional intelligence.
So important.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. The things that are not taught in school.
Absolutely not.
How to find their dream that they were born with.
Right.
And bring that to life.
And be
not
confident.
lose track of it.
And be confident within it.
Positive body image. We do a lot of service work, which I'm super proud of.
Really?
And that gives them confidence to give back to our community, to give them a voice, to find what they're passionate about.
I love this.
And it's a scholarship program as well. So when they leave our doors, they have abilities to bring that dream to life. Which is, yes, they are screaming their dream when they leave.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You know I do. So it's just so I understand the program, it's not necessarily teens or young women or young girls that are being mentored by adult women. It is literally within that space, young women mentoring young girls.
Correct. When I started at my own two daughters, I have two daughters, Madeline and Cassidy, and they were about 7 and 9 years old.
Okay.
And I saw going into the tween years, which is, you know, before you get to the teenage years and you know, you're starting to know who you are, or at least find your tribe.
Yes.
You are kind of just trying to fit in.
Right.
And there's a lot of navigation that needs to take place there. And what I noticed is that my own two girls would hear the same message from me that they would hear from, let's say, a babysitter that was cute and young and hip. And they would totally be like, yes, to what she said, and turn on, you know, to mom, which is normal. But I thought, there's something there. What if I can find a girl that's navigated really well through that, who just went through it? Because in all honesty, I never dealt with social media as a child, right? I didn't have all the competitiveness that they had. And so I couldn't speak to a lot of these things. So I thought, what if we pair them up with a girl that they looked up to and respected? And I loved their values. And the parents of these girls that were trusting me with this program loved the values. And they helped them through it.
Right.
The other thing that happened, which was beautiful, is that these teenage girls not only had purpose and felt good about it and stayed on a track that made them say, somebody's looking up to me, I want to do the right thing, but any mistakes, perceived mistakes they made, became lessons for someone else, and there's power in that. You no longer feel that ashamed or upset and beating yourself up. You say, I have something to teach someone else.
Yes.
And that was beautiful for me because I saw them get a lot of value out of that.
Which I think is wonderful. Again, having that safe place to be, I mean, now we call them tweens. I just called it confusion. Like, it was just, you know what I mean? You just had no idea. Like, I'm glad they found a name for it that was a little bit more specific.
Yes.
But that time is so awkward. It's such an awkward thing. And I think that it was really interesting. My daughter's only 6.
Okay.
So it's coming. But to be able to say, okay, mom's telling me something, and I'm not necessarily digesting it in the way, you know what I mean? You're looking at them and they're kind of not looking, okay. But the babysitter or whatever comes to them and says the same exact thing word for word.
Right.
And they're able to digest it because they look up to them in a different way. It's a different relationship.
I believe now, from doing this the last almost 5 years, the things that parents say is being planted. The seed is there. But what happens is when it comes from a relatable voice, that they already want to, you know, only a few steps ahead of them. They pay attention quicker. That blossoms quicker in them than waiting to hear if mom and dad were right down the line. So it's just a nice transition for them, and somebody that pulls them along and says, come this way, I've been there, I've just been there.
And being able to justify truthfully, you know, I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, my mother said that, but to have somebody justify and back up, you know, with experience, living it just so recently, I think is super, super important. The other part that I loved about what it is that you're doing, it's not just talk, it's actually doing, getting out there into the community, participating within service. Why was that so important to you?
Well, I grew up in a household where it was important to me, and I think you know, it's silly because I did not know any differently, but we had a room in our home, believe it or not, that my dad would quote-unquote mentor. He would teach people that adults that never learned to read, how to read books. And our books that we had from kids were passed down to these gentlemen that would come to our house. And my dad would, we would donate cars to people that didn't have cars when we were so fortunate. And there were times where he would take us to places that said, these families are living in a tent. Give. So I just knew that. I don't know if that was something that just is now inherited. But it is something that was so important to me that we always appreciate where we are and give of ourselves.
And I mentioned in the morning message about my mother and the quotes, and I think that those kinds of things, you know, the way in which your family behaves and the environment in which you were raised is indicative of where you will be and how you will be able to behave. And I think that's what you're doing. You're giving back to these students and to these young women, which I think is just so wonderful.
Thank you.
So not only young women and young adults, you also deal with us.
Adult women.
Yes, adult women.
And conscious men. I always say conscious men, because not every man is open to this conversation.
Fair.
In all fairness, my own husband for a long time was like, that's great that you do that.
But
I'll go, And now he's like, tell me more. And I see him teaching it to our girls and people that, you know, actually he uses it in his corporate job. So it's really nice that he's so open to receive the message, because it is for everyone. But like you said, what was happening in my life is when I started the nonprofit, the adults, the parents were coming to me and saying, I need to learn this. I never learned this, or I've forgotten this, or help me bring my dream to life, or I need a voice. So I have a sociology degree. So studying human behavior, the human mind has always been a fascination of mine anyway. But I got certified as a transformation coach. I opened the doors to Visionary Mentoring Group. And what my mission with that is very similar to what you were just saying about your environment that you grew up in. I understand that whatever you observed as a child becomes a blueprint in your body. You have a money blueprint, you have a relationship blueprint, you have, a status blueprint. And some of these things keep us very limited at this glass ceiling. So I noticed that the women that were coming to me were I was able to see their vision before they could see it and hold it for them, right? This, you know this, you do this as well. And you hold that vision for them, and then until you teach them to reach their highest potential, believe it in themselves. But I saw a pattern. They would get there, they would know it, they'd feel the difference in the vibe, and then they'd wait till the very last session to say to me, but I don't know how to fund it, I don't know how to get the resources for it.
Execution.
Yes.
The execution.
But what I noticed, it wasn't that they were not just unsure of how to do it. They had shame about it. They didn't feel deserving of saying,
I'm telling you, we see you.
Yeah.
We see you out there. Because it's the truth.
They had shame around wanting money, resources, power, success, especially mothers. Women want to serve. They want to know, if I receive that, will it benefit my family? Will it benefit my community? Will it benefit the world? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's all energy, right? So if you're receiving anything that makes you feel loved, supported, powerful, important, then the energy you're putting back in the world is that. And I think we all can agree that that's what the world needs,
and that's what the world needs.
So I made it my mission not to just help them bring their visions to life, but how to heal any limiting beliefs that say you don't deserve to have the power, the resources, the money, and teach them how to go after that.
Oh, I love that.
So we have very similar missions, which I love.
But it's necessary, and I think that, having a dream is one thing, right? Recognizing that these are the things in your life in which you want, but having a map, I like to call it a little roadmap on how to get to those spaces in a comfortable way. You know what I mean? Like making sure that the vehicle on the road is as comfortable as possible, and just really being able to have a support system. And that sounds like that's what this is, and what you're providing.
It truly is. And I love how you mentioned in your beginning segment about the networking and the friendships that you make, because the more people you surround yourself with that understand that and want to lift you up and give you that hand up or clap and cheer you on, because that is not happening in a lot of instances, then you are going to elevate to your highest potential every single time.
Absolutely. Oh, how fun is this? This is so super fun. So whether it's your nonprofit organization or the consulting space, or whether you're the mentoring space for adults, where can people find information where they can get in touch with you?
They can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. For my mentoring company, it's Visionary Mentoring Group. My website is www.visionarymentoringgroup.com.
Wonderful.
And then I'm also on Instagram and Facebook for my nonprofit. The girls in my nonprofit run our Instagram page. So that's a lot of fun. It's their words, it's their pictures, it's their ideas, which I love. So that's In Between Girls, and it's IN little backspace between backspace girls. You can find us there. And on Facebook is where we update all of our events. I put some pictures on there from the girls from our sessions and some motivational things.
All right, so my team's going to share that with everybody else. I'm giving them the eye because they must. They're going to share all of that contact information with our community, and we're going to make sure that everyone fans and likes everything that Michelle has going on.
Thank
It was such an honor to have you on the show.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
So we're going to stay in touch?
Absolutely.
Now you're stuck with me.
Yes, well, that's what I was hoping.
I know, so good. This is just a little bit more motivation for your day. We'll be right back with more This Is It TV with Sheldon Barlett Rumor. So much fun.
Thank you.
Introducing Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
everyone, it's Sheldon Bartlett Rumor. Welcome back. How awesome was that? We need more of that in our life. Was that so good? Was that so fun? Everybody's nodding because they know. It was so super fun. So we need more of that in our lives. If you have a story to tell, if you have a product or service that you'd like to share with our online community, please reach out to us. I know that we are looking for guests for the end of February. We're booked all the way up, and I think until the end of February, going into March. We're doing well. My squad is working up a sweat out there, making it happen for sure. If you have not followed, fanned, and liked us on all of our social media platforms, make sure that you do that. You can find us at This Is It TV. We'll provide you with that information at the closing of the show. Taquan, how are you doing? You hanging in? Everybody, this is just so super fun. We provide you with your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We broadcast live each and every day. That's Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time from the Nichols Building here in Manayunk, Pennsylvania, right next door to Center City on the other side of Ballackinwood. So we are super excited about some exciting things to promote for you. So it is, if you did not know, we are based here in Philadelphia, and it is Philadelphia Restaurant Week. It's Center City Restaurant Week. You can find more information at the Center City District website. Taquana, do we have that slide, friend? Sounds good. Lunches are only $20. Dinners are $35? $35 for dinner. If you were looking for a place in order to go out to eat, whether it be lunch or dinner, you have not had the resources to splurge. I see my team. They're like, no, I don't have any resources to splurge. You now have no excuses. It's $20 for lunch, $35 for dinner. So if you've been eyeing up a particular restaurant that you has been slightly out of your budget, this is the week in order to try it out. So it's Restaurant Week. Take a look at Center City District. They'll provide you with all the information on all the participating restaurants. You can't miss out. No more excuses. $20 for lunch, $35 for dinner. A little treat. Next up is Chopper's Hatchet House in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It is a new fun group that we are working with as it relates to the show. It is so super fun, and I am a natural, I must say, at throwing an axe. I don't know if any of you have thrown axes out there. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but back in the day there were bowling leagues. No offense if you're still in a bowling league, enjoy. But back in the day there was bowling leagues and there was other dart leagues. My neighbor is part of a shuffleboard league. Now you can be part of an axe league, which is super fun. Groups of people get together and throw axes at walls. You laugh, but it is so fun. I mean, and you think even if you're uncoordinated, or which might be a reality, I see you guys too, or you don't necessarily think you're strong enough, it has nothing to do with how many muscles that you have. Nothing. Technique, Avi, helps, but it's really about the technique that you use, and the coaches are all there to be able to help. So it's Chopper's Hatchet House in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can log on to make your reservation at Choppers, that's with an S, HH.com. They just opened in Cherry Hill, such an amazing movement. The actual pro athletes, and that's a thing. There's professional athletes that throw axes. I'm telling you, this is nuts. The sport itself has only been around for 10 years. Every day that I meet with them and is just an education in the way in which this works. I was meeting with them last night just to get a better understanding as to who they are and how it all works. This sport's been around for 10 years. It's an international sport. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was literally lucky enough to be sitting with the #1 axe thrower in the country. Yeah, be jealous because it was so much fun. And they're teaching me all of their tricks of the trade. So if you would like to participate, feel free to log on to Choppers, that's Choppers with an S, HH.com, something fun to do. So we always want to provide you with what we call an it deal or a contest or giveaway, or let you know what's going on, things that you can get interactive with, things that you can actually go out there and participate in. So this is what this segment will be about. We start the show with that motivational message, something to celebrate. We follow that up with a guest, and then we bring it all back for something for you to do. Our goal is to get you out there, participating within life, doing fun things. And so it's my job to be able to provide you with that information. So today we're celebrating Restaurant Week. If you're in the Philadelphia area, make sure you swing by, make those reservations. $20 for lunch and $35 for dinner. And then please check out Chopper's Hatchet House. It's in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. That's choppershh.com. So if you are looking for something to do, our social media folks are going to start sending out some information about what people should be doing. Each and every day we'll be providing an deal or a contest or an event, something that you should be participating in. Not only should you be motivated, not only should you be in a positive place, but you should be out there. You should be doing something. You should be moving forward. You should keep going. How fun. Really fun. Tawana, you going to Restaurant Week? Yes, he says yes. So Taquan's going to Restaurant Week. You need to go to Restaurant Week. I'm going to bring the whole crew to throw some axes. You guys want to go? Choppers, yeah, they want to go. They want to go. So you should go too. You should meet us there. We'll organize that. Rachel, get on that. We'll organize that to be able to figure it out. No pressure, Rachel. Rachel from our team is going to organize our night out as a family to go throw some axes at Choppers Hatchet House in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Again, that's Choppers with an SHH.com. So again, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor. Welcome to your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We are always looking for guests for the show. 5 days of content is a lot. You can tell by the beads of sweat coming off of my team's forehead. It's a lot of content to be able to curate and produce and bring to you. So we're always looking for really amazing people that want to tell their story. If you are interested in participating in an upcoming episode, feel free to email us at thisisittv@i-gcreative.com. That contact information will come up at the end of the show. If you know anybody that could be motivated through the show or just would find the show entertaining, make sure you follow, fan, and like us and share this link with your community. We will continue to be here each and every day, but we need your support. We're looking to build our community, so we want you to be able to help us to do so. So if you find this in the slightest bit entertaining, make sure that you share this with your community and make sure that they like This Is It with Sheldon Barlett Rumor. We'll be right back after this short break. Oh, Taquan, right? We got to pay some bills. Is that what they say? We got to pay some bills with the upcoming commercial break, but we'll be right back with more This Is It TV with Sheldon Barlett Rumor.
Introducing Mainstream. We deliver blowouts, haircuts, makeup, manicures, massage, and more directly to your location at the tap of an app. You can also use Mainstream to book appointments at participating salons and spas. When you book with Mainstream, you have the freedom to browse your area to find the provider that fits your style and budget. Mainstream saves you precious time and money to focus on what matters most. Download Mainstream today and receive $20 off with the promo code MAINSTREAM20.
Everyone, it's Sheldon Barlett Rumor. This is it. Thank you so much for joining us. Today was super, super fun. Some wonderful events that are going on in and around this community. And then meeting with Michelle, being a little bit, so motivated. She's so super fun. I want you to follow, fan, and like her. We're going to send out her information. Yes, everybody's nodding yes. We're going to send out her information on her organization as well as her business so you can follow, fan, and like her as well. We could not do this without the support of our partners. Thank you so much to our folks over at Main Street CEO. Jim Bauer and his team are amazing and allow for us to have a home here at the Nichols Building. Jane from Manioc.com is allowing us to be here and be able to broadcast each and every day. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Time in Manioc, Pennsylvania, right next door to Center City, right around the corner from Ballard Kinwood. Having a place, having a support system is so necessary. We could not do this. This is an IG Creative production, but this IG Creative production could not happen without our partners, specifically Main Street CEO. For more information, log on to mainstreetceo.com. They'll be having some amazing content leading up until March. We'll be sharing with you some marketing tips, some tricks of the trade, so you you can better your small business. As your daily dose of lifestyle news that celebrates the entrepreneurial spirit, we're always teaming up with organizations and media outlets that can assist with our message, assist you in screaming your dreams. So thanks to our folks at Main Street CEO, Main Street, that's stceo.com. Check them out for more information. We'll be writing some articles, creating some content for them, and moving forward, you'll be seeing a lot more of them in and throughout the area, which is so super great. The Nichols Building is coming along. It is a co-working space based here, Main Street in Manayunk. We will be able to house in this location multiple independent businesses. There'll be some surprises that will be popping up within the building as well. So we are super excited about their launch that's going to happen around the May month. But in the meantime, we are here. We are here to be able to provide This Is It TV. If you have any questions on the program, or if you know somebody that should be a guest with us here at This Is It TV, don't forget to follow, fan, and like us. Taquan's going to shoot up our social media. Follow, fan, and like us on all of our social media platforms. We have a newsletter that's going out tomorrow. Let's hope, going out tomorrow to cue you in on all the things that we have going on. So also, once you log on to thisisItTV.com, please sign up for our newsletter. It comes out every Wednesday. We want to make sure that you are up to date on everything that's going on with the show and all of the amazing programs, activities, and events we will be participating in. Well, that's it for me. This is it with Sheldon Barlett Rumor. We will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live from the Nichols Building. Until then, have a wonderful day. Take care.